Hello everybody, welcome to a new week. Tuesday afternoon down at the plot. As you can see behind us, a few changes have been made in the greenhouse, at the top greenhouse. I've taken this panel off here to let the heat through, and also for the light to come through from the sunshine all the way through onto the plants in this section here. So it'll be a lot better. I'm making some, I've sorted out the leaks on the fire, and I'll tell you about how the fire works later on, because I've had a couple of people asking. So I'll tell you about that in a second as well. I've come down to do a bit more digging outside in the polytunnel. My granddad's come over again, and he's showing us his carrots that he's pulled up. So he's just pulled these carrots up. Little dinky ones.
Lovely smell.
They smell lovely, don't they, Granna?
Lovely smell.
So he's just pulled them up to come and show us.
What's the smell about that? A lot of people were thinking.
Watch what you're saying, man. Watch what you're saying.
What's the matter with them?
Vulgar mind.
Look at edibles.
Edibles. They went in my soup last week.
Smell that.
It smells lovely. It smells like carrot. That's the reason why the carrot fly are getting in and getting them.
Well, they've been in 6 months. Right, I'm over
right,
here.
go on then. Take your carrot.
That's the you, right? I'm over here.
See you, Granda. No, the carrots were really nice. I had some in the soup last week with the veg that Leslie took home as well, because I like vegetable soup. So I'm gonna get cracked on. So I'll show you how the fire works, and I'm gonna go and get that last bit of digging done across there on the polytunnel side. And voila, all done. 2 beds dug over, path tidied up, all sorted out. 2 beds dug over, tidied up, sorted out. I've still got that mesh to put on around the outsides, which I'll sort out. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull the boards in and see how many boards it's going to take to go across the tops, and see what needs to be done with them. Might even cut a few ready to length, ready to put on. But I'll see about that in a second. Inside I've managed to find a barometer, so I've managed to get the barometer in there, so I'll see what the temperature is like. My granddad's going to lend us his minimum and maximum one. I've also had a chat with the lad next door who's came in, Ronnie. It was nice seeing him again this I haven't seen him all year, and I've told him the plans of what's going to happen next door, and he's excited. He's quite excited as well to see what I can get sorted out and what I can get done. Yeah, he said, I'll tell you. He says, I remind him a lot of himself 30 years ago. He's told us that he's not be putting anything in this year, so I've told him just to help yourself with the stuff that I put in. Give those that help yourself as well. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. So it's just him. He's gonna take what he needs. I told him he's not allowed to touch any exhibition stuff. He's not allowed to take any big onions or leeks. He's been warned about that. But he's looking forward to seeing the flowers and how I progress with that. Still a few years in the making yet before I get it where I want it to be, but things are progressing nicely. So I'll go get the buttons for these and we'll see what can be measured out. And then I'll take you inside and I'll show you how the fire works. Okay, so let me show you how this fire works. This is a park ray fire with a water tank, water jacket. And the reason why it's called a water jacket is because on the inside, the fire itself goes to there, across the back, into here. And around the back here, there's about, say, about that much, all the way around. There's an empty space, which holds the water. Now, there are pipes on this side. There's pipe outlets on this side, which are blocked off, capped off, where it would normally be in a house. The pipes would run, the water would run in through the pipes on that side and continue on through the other side. So as you can see on this side, this is where the pipes are. Now these pipes, what generally happens is the water heats up, the water then gets pushed up along the pipe, through, all the way through to the header tank. And once it gets to the header tank, I'll just show you at the moment that this, because the fire is on, if I put water across the top, and I'll show you how hot this pipe is. You can see the smoke there coming off the pipe. Now if we'll come back to that in a second, that'll all be dry off. So what happens is it goes through to the header tank, and the header tank pushes the water around the top. As you can see, the water moving there. It circulates around. Then what happens is the water will go from the bottom of the pipe all the way down back to the fire itself, and the circulation will start again. Now I have noticed with mine here that I've got the pipes in the wrong position. I've had a phone call and a chat with Paul Rochester, who I've taken this inspiration from, and he's mentioned to myself that of course the pipes need to be at a certain angle for the water to, the hot water rises, so the hot water one needs to be up a little bit higher, and the bottom pipe needs to fall down back into the fire. So basically these pipes need to be from there, they need to go up like that a little bit. So I need to sort that out for the circulation wise, but I'll have to do that when my grinder comes down as well. But that in itself is how this heater system will work. And as you can see on the pipe, it's all bone dry now. So the pipes will get hot. The pipes are basically radiators, and that water tank is full of hot water as well. So that should be warm, which it is, and that'll generate the heat. So we don't want it too hot, we don't want it too cold. That'll heat the bottom bench underneath here for where these leaks are overnight, so it's nice and warm. Now with that thing I don't want to be doing is boiling this over, because I don't want it to be boiling, because the steam coming from the top will make the windows all foggy, just like it has there. I have had an issue, and that's the reason why I got in contact with Paul. And these leaks are all good and canny already. They're just getting some Dynamec, getting a spray, and they're coming along canny in here. But anyhow, that's what the plan is, and that's exactly how the fire system works in itself. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more what my future plans are once I get this fire sorted. Once again, mentioned Paul. I'm taking inspiration from his current setup in his garden. Mine's going to be on a smaller scale. What I'm going to do is the benches that's in here, the U-shaped bench, when the time comes, I'm going to have these all fitted out. And what I'm going to do with them, I might just do one side, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But the plan is, say for example, I'm going to, these benches here, I'm going to line them out, probably with some blue swimming pool cover, like I've already got through here. Then what I'm going to do is just put some corners on, put some sides on, and that'll create a trough. And in that trough, I will place sand, a layer of sand. Then on that sand, I will put a small water pipe. So the small water pipe will be going in an S shape, up and down, up and down, up and down. Then what that's going to create is, I'm going to put a little small solar pump on a timer. And what I'm going to do with that is it's going to basically pump hot water that is through from the header tank up onto the benches, over the benches, and that, my friends, will create a heated bench for my chrysanthemums, my dahlias and things like that. So I don't have to worry about changing my setup at home, and don't have to worry about the cost of electricity and things like that, because that's costing enough in anyways with the heater. But that's true, I need to change all of that in anyways. But that is the plan. Basically what it is, it's capitalising on the setup that I currently already have by just adding a little bit, just small touches to create something that's going to be useful going forward as well. So I'll not be putting any more effort into the fire, because the fire will be running, but I'll be getting a byproduct in something that's going to be helpful in the long run as well. So with all of the stuff that I'm growing, there's probably going to be a chance that I will be using the benches for the heat benches. I might even, up there for thinking, create a bench lower down, down the bottom section for the heat bench, and leave the top section for the heat. I don't know. It's all thinking about how things are progressing. But at the moment, getting this fire in and getting this fire sorted is the main priority. Once that is done, the rest will soon follow. I have started sorting out the polytunnel section as well. I've already got the wood and everything sorted out. I just need to get that cut, get it cut, get me drill down. I'll probably do that on Friday, next day I'm off, and see what happens with that. Hopefully we can get that polytunnel structure sorted out so I can get the cover back on, because nice day like this, could have gotten it on today, but we'll see how things progress with that. So it's coming up soon to picking the kids up from school, so I'm going to go and see what else I can quickly get on with, then I'm going to shoot off home. So if I do anything else, I'll give you a quick show around. If not, I shall see you next time. So I'll see you in a couple of days' time. I haven't done the pot this morning. I was going to get the polytunnel structure sorted, but I can't find my charger for my drill, and my granddad's forgetting to bring his down as well. So that's not that on the head for this week. So hopefully I get that done next week. Me and my granddad were down here the other night and we're sorting out the pipes. So the pipe work at the bottom is now on it's not level. It's feeding up, so it's going up towards the pipe from the fire. It's going up there at a slight rise, and the bottom it's going down towards the fire. Now with us lifting up, I've created a bit of a leak on the header tank itself. That header tank is working fine as it is at the moment. There's not much water coming out, but I need to plug that leak. That's down at the bottom there, and I'll get some more silicon to get that sorted out. But that is working fine. The fire's been on all night for the past week because it's been minus degrees Celsius. So what I've done in the back, I've just been tinkering on, trying to tidy a few things up. I've moved the big metal tray that was here. I've just put the leaks on the bench and moved the stuff that was on here into the middle greenhouse. Everything's had a spray with Dynamec. All the leaks have had a spray anyways with Dynamec, which I'll show you actually what I've been doing underneath this bench here. So I'll take this down then and show you. So from the fire, I've got this little bit of pipe at the top here, and as I thought, I've got an idea. Down the side there, I've just put one of those corner angles, and I've gotten my metal tray, and it was just long enough to fit on the end of that pipe. So what I've done is I've just put that on there, and my thinking is the heat will rise onto that bottom tray. There is sunlight comes through the bottom, so when it comes to sowing the tomatoes and things, I can bring them down here, I can start them off in here, and they'll have the heat from the bottom of the tray. Because if I put a little bit of water on there, that should be, once again, that should disappear in a few minutes time, because that tray at the bottom there is warm. I just have a feel of that. Yeah, it's warm, so that water will disappear, and I'll have my own little heat bench, little tray. So that'll come in handy for when starting sowing the seeds off. So something else that I can use alongside the fire as well. So that's the plan with that, and anyways we'll see how that goes. As for temperatures in the greenhouse with the fire on now, as you can see it's a warm day today in anyways, but we're sitting at 19 degrees Celsius. I do want to get a max and min temperature gauge in here, which I will get, and probably next week, and we'll see what temperatures these leaks and everything in the top greenhouse are subjected to. So in the bottom greenhouse here, as you can see, the strawberries on the back here, and they're still all ticking along fine. I'm just tidying these up as I'm going, so if any of these dead leaves are on here, like these ones, just getting rid of them ones. And seeing they've still get plenty of water in them, they're still damp, which is good. And what I've been doing in here is I've cleared out all of the buckets from this end. So all the buckets from that end, all the buckets for that end, the compost has went into the two raised beds at the bottom here, which I'll be using for carrots and things. And I've gotten the shelving in for the cold sowings. So this greenhouse will be the cold greenhouse. No heat will be used in here. So any flowers or anything like that which I'll be starting to grow or starting to sow will be started off in here. So things like cauliflowers all year round, any of the veg there that doesn't need any heat will be coming to be placed down here. So that's another little job that I've managed to get sorted out. So the ground is wet, so I can't do any digging today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head off down home, and I'm going to go and start charging me drill and everything up. And if I get a chance to come back down and make a start on that polytunnel, I will, because I want to get that done while I've got time off today. Because I'll have no other time this week to get anything else done, apart from potentially on Sunday morning. But I want to get things done now. So I'm going to head off home, find that drill charger and get started with that as well. I have already sowed some carrots as well. I am a bit behind with them, but I wasn't aware that I needed to get them in. So the long carrots that I got from Marcus Powell, I have started 8 in a pint pot, and once they get so long, once the roots get to the bottom, I'll transplant them into tubes, which I will find after I find some tubes. So that'll be for the giant carrot anyways. I'll show you what else I picked up last week, which I forgot to mention, and then call it what it is and see what else I get done today. So I've managed to get some pallet collars. I've gotten 8 so far, and thank you very much to Neil from Grandad's Allotment for these. He managed to get a load and he had a few spare, and he's given us these to use. I just need to work out what I'm going to use them with, because there's a few different ideas I can use them for. I have looked next door to see how many it would take to go along one bed, but it would take 5, and that's just a waste. So what I want to do is potentially just get a couple like that, put them somewhere, and just have a couple of raised beds to the shin height, just to put stuff in. I don't know yet, I need to have a think. I might even put them in here. Like I say, I don't know. I haven't even looked at putting them into the polytunnel, but like I say, I'll be changing these beds around anyways. I can get 3 down the bottom, but there's no need for them to be in there. So I'm going to work out what I'm going to do with them, but hopefully I'll get some more as well, and we'll see what's what. If I can, over the course of time, lift these up, then I will do that. I'll just start putting them in the beds themselves, but time will tell, and we'll see. Just want to show you the elephant garlic. That has come absolutely fantastic. It's a good, as you can see, about 4 inches high, and it's looking kind of there, so looking promising with elephant garlic. Right, time to get sorted. I'm going to shoot off home now, so I might see you later. Back down to the plot, things are progressing nicely. I've got a new drill on its way down, but I won't get this sorted out until either Sunday morning or Monday, so we'll see if I can get this tunnel sorted out. I'll just show you what I've been doing while I've been down at the allotment anyways tonight, just while I've come down to sort the fire out. So the wood has been cut, the lengths of timber have been cut. I know it'll probably be better using timbers, but this is what I've got, and this will do nicely to keep the things nice and sturdy. So I'm going to stitch them together, put them together, stitch them together, then attach them to across the top section here, all the way to there. Same with the other side, going across the top of there to that side there. I'm also going to put a new beam in across the top, because this one's split in 3 different sections. So there's a cut there, there's also a cut there, so we've got 3 sections. I'm going to do this and put it exactly the same, so it's nice and strong. I'm going to put a new section just underneath here, which I've just cut out this timber, so that the top timber can drill down into there as well, and it'll all be nice and strong in the middle for the support as well. That's the plan. Hopefully we'll have that sorted out either Sunday morning or Monday. See what happens with that, but another job nearly done. Just need to get that sorted out. It'll not take too long to do once I have my drill. Then it'll be time to get that section cleared off. I've spoken to my dad today, and I need to get the breeze blocks and things ordered in that area. It's not going to need to be cleared, so I'm going to have to move some things around. Whilst I've been at home, I have been sorting out the front garden as well for some flowers that I should have put in a while ago. Leslie hasn't had time to do those either, so I've been sorting that out. At the moment in the greenhouse, it's about 12-13 degrees since the sun's went in. Nice temperature for the night. I've got the fire going at the moment. You'll be able to see it just in here. There we'll go. Just letting it burn away. It's all banked up, ready to go. Keep everything nice and hot. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. So that's all banked up. Shut it down. And that's been shutting it down. And just putting some coal on the top. Some duff on the top. And as the wood burns out, the coal will drop on the front, and that'll keep it nice and warm throughout the night. So let's get this door shut. Shut the flap on the side, and that shuts that right down as well. So that's me done for today. Hopefully I'll see you on Sunday morning. Morning guys. Notice something's missing. I've got a quiz in this morning, it's Sunday morning. I've got work this afternoon as well, so I've got a couple of hours down the block this morning while I'm sorting the fire out to get a few things done. First thing I'm going to get sorted out is the tank, because like I say, since I lifted the tank up, there's a little gap at the bottom pipe, so I need to empty that pipe out where the fire's down. I empty the fire out, sort that out. Next task I'm going to get on with is I've had a nice couple of days. Over the last couple of days, I had a couple of visits from a lad called John. You've probably seen him on the videos before, in the live videos. He's popped down quite frequently, and he was kind enough to drop off some elephant garlic. So some of his own elephant garlic, which he saved up. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put that into the bed down there as well, which I'll show you in a second. So that's the first task I'm going to get sorted out. As well as that, what he's also brought us is I've been looking for a good drill for a while now, and he mentioned he had a couple for sale. So he's brought us down a new drill. So I've got a new drill, which is going to come in very, very handy, obviously with a battery and stuff like that as well. And we're going to get sorted with that polytunnel, because I've already cut the wood. But with this also comes a handy little USB charger with, so I can charge my phone up as well. That's dead canny, that, isn't it? Dead canny, dead handy. But yeah, no, a couple of drills in there, absolutely great. This will be coming home with me. So thank you very much for that, John. Last thing I'll show you as well is a lad called Robert, Rob down here. He's on the plots as well. He's seen the houses in the background and he sent us a message. He's just starting up there as well. He's ordered some of these. Now, if you don't know what these are, they go on the end of the 2 litre pop bottles, and you can use them as just to spray plants, spray seeds. So I've got one of them to play with as well. So thank you very much for that, Rob. Right, I've only got a couple of hours, so I'm gonna get cracked on. What you've seen there was elephant garlic going in, of course. Now, what you've seen us doing with the scissors is the tops, just the tops without the skins. Now, they will soften off the outer skins, but of course the shoot's going to coat the top. So what I did was just to snip the hardness off the top, just to give it a chance to get off. You don't peel out the skin, it's just you can see the green shoot starting to develop on the top there as well. Now, when you're planting garlic, always plant it. Don't plant it like that on its bum, because if you think that's not going to do much, because that's where the roots come out of. So always plant it like that, because that's how it sits normally, and it'll shoot up that way. So handy little tip for you. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with them. They're later than what the other ones are, but I'm sure they'll catch up with the time. It takes about 8 to 9 months for these to grow. The elephant garlic, that's what these are actually classed as a leek, not a garlic. They've got a mild garlicky taste. But I'm growing them. I'll not be using many because I want to keep some for stock for next year. I should have plenty over the coming years. That's what these are basically. The ones I'm getting off John are acclimatised to the northeast weather as well for the last few years, so come in very handy. So they should be doing absolutely fine. Bulbs, twice a depth. So with 4 to 5 inches down. I've just done it by hand. Pulled the soil up over as you've seen. So I'm going to get on with the next job now. Right, I'm getting what I can done. The wind is starting to pick up really badly now. As you can see by my rosy red cheeks, I've been working hard. I've basically sorted this fire out. I've been outside. I've found some screws, because I thought I had a big bag of screws from Wilkinson's. Can't find them anywhere, of course. Standard procedure. So I have to buy some more tomorrow morning. But I've managed to get some screws off one of the lads down here, and I'll show you what I've managed to get done outside for the time being. So I've managed to stitch them boards together, and I've put that right across there. It's a lot better, a lot more sturdier. I've getting that one done, and I've getting the top one taken down and redone again as well. I've just got to sort this one out. The wood is already cut down there, and I'll get that done tomorrow. So you'll see next week basically how I've managed to get it all sorted out. Just got to shift that little bit down a little bit, because it doesn't line up with the rest of them. But then once that's done, that's done. But we're forecast really bad winds tonight, and snow as well today. So the task now basically is to get the fire filled up and the fire started. So I'm going to do that now and say goodbyes for this week. So that's the fire on, and that is me all done for this week. I say I've got work today, so I'll upload this later on throughout the day. Albeit not the most exciting weeks, but getting a bit more done. Get the polytunnel finished next week, with the structure in any case, and then it's all fun and games next week because I start getting the breeze blocks and things, getting ready for the onion house. So thanks everybody for watching this week, and I shall see you next week.